took a drink. I took a my drink. There's COVID in my drink. COVID in my drink.
That's entirely possible.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host, James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's weird.
A lot of things have happened this week, James.
Oh, fuck. It's just a loud bleep.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Bleep.
It's just Eric Bador just running away. Just.
I don't know what's with your obsession with Eric Bador.
He's funny. He's a funny guy.
I haven't seen him in anything
He has a
that
mustache.
wasn't cringy. Well, except his stream is fine.
His streams are amazing.
Yeah.
He's tormented by his audience every time he plays a wrestling game that has like a female wrestler
That's
coming
literally
on
like
screen.
every streamer though.
And
He's
it's
tormented by their chat.
And he has a bit donation noise alert where if you donate a certain amount of bits, it plays a clip from a song where it goes, "I'm an ass man," and his stream torments him every time a female like wrestler comes on screen by just blaring that over and over and over again. The same way I annoy you, JD. But guess what? Eric Bador has tolerance for it. He's not a little weakling like you.
Wow, that's...
Right, man, country.
Wow, I can't tell.
Propaganda in this podcast.
I can't tell if you're ironically dabbing when you say...
Oh, I wasn't dabbing. I was going like this, like...
That might as well be one, dude. It's like how a boomer dabs. You go up to a boomer, you're like, hey, could you dab? He's like, what's dab? He's like, I don't know, just do something. That's what you did.
I'm referred to as a boomer by my friend groups. And she's like, I can see that. That's
just no
possible.
defense. I can see that.
That's entirely possible.
I mean, you kind of are a boomer. Well, James,
I'm going to show you how not a boomer I am, though. I have toys.
You have what?
I have toys on my desk.
What are toys?
Toys. I got Halo Spartan.
Oh my god, are those from like the 1900s or something? What are those things?
No, these are the new Jazzwares, who also apparently make the Fortnite toys. Halo figures that are 6-inch and stuff.
I like how you're like, watch how I'm not a boomer. I have action figures. But like action figures have not been popular for like 20 years. Literally no kid.
Master Chief.
They look pretty good though.
Dude, these are so well quality, and the thing is, they put out a new one that's orange and purple, and it looks so. I don't think that's a bad.
Chief.
I don't think that's a bad color combination, but it just looks like they put flat paints instead of doing like armor scraping like they did on like these ones and stuff.
Oh.
Like, it's kind of hard to tell because the camera's not really picking it up, but dude, it's covered in like fucking silver scratches and stuff. Fucking especially Chief and the red one that I'm not going to pick up because they're all
especially Chief.
This one has been at a store that I go to a lot called Big Bang Toy Store. And I really like it because they're really cool people. They're really nice and everything. But this is the only one they've ever had. And they've just never gotten new ones. And so I'm like, you know what?
You mean that specific action figure?
This one I'm holding is the one that they had. I finally decided to get it. They only had one. This was the only one they had, and it like annoyed me. I'm like, I wish they would get some of the new ones or get any of them at all. Just anything other than this one.
And they just go up to you and just like, dude, you're like one of the last few customers we have. Nobody ever comes around to big what was the name? Big Bang Toy Store?
Toy Store. No, a lot of people come there, dude. They have like contests at the end of like every month, and it's fucking insane. It's so many people. It feels so claustrophobic. It's so many people in like a tiny store too. It's
I like how you love going to large events like that, but you have like you're horribly like socially inept.
Dude, they had a guy who was taking a video, and in the background of the video, you could just see me kind of like my shoulders tucked in, like standing in a corner. I stayed purely in the Star Wars section. I'm like, oh, what's this new Star Wars toy?
Everyone's like, you're like a distinct whisper in the video.
Partying.
People whispering in the video, like, whoa, what's that guy in the background there? He's like,
everyone's like socializing and partying and everything, and I'm just over here like, oh wow, a new Stormtrooper. Wow. And like I'll
Look at
turn
the
around, I'll look,
sculpture. I love
and this is
sculpture.
when I used to wear a hat, and I put my hair up in a ponytail because it was like at work I'd do it, and I'd just go home with it like that, and I wouldn't take it down until I got home.
Yeah.
And then it was like there was this event happening. I'm like, yeah, I'll just go there, and I forgot to take it down. And I'm like, I look weird, right, with a ponytail,
Kind of like a
and a
redneck.
mask, just fucking just shoulders tucked in, standing in the corner of
You
the
look
store,
like a
just
weirdo. Just Star Wars.
watch
Is my Bible.
watch the cheek, just.
It just freaking like jiggles when you like exhale. Anyway, though, I wanted to talk about a couple different topics today. Are you done with your toy thing, or you want
No,
to
I
talk
was
about
gonna
more?
bring it up because this figure is so fucking broken.
It's broken.
So I'm gonna show you what I mean. So this arm on the left here, that just pops off so loosely, and it has like a swivel in the arm, and that thing is loose as all fuck. And I'm like, oh my god. And then like on
Isn't
the
it supposed to
torso,
be detachable or something? Or?
it's supposed to be, but it's not supposed to be that easy. And the
Okay.
torso, that comes off too. And here's the thing, JD. You have to
Jesus
put
Christ, man.
plastic discs in this hip part to make it fit with it. Because originally the torso fucking just, every time you put it on, it just slid back.
Huh.
And it was like, I was like, how the fuck do you fix this? And everyone's like, yeah, this is a problem every one of them have. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, you know,
Can't be. That's not. I don't believe you.
Oh, that's not a good thing. Oh no.
Oh no.
This was the first one I opened up because I got 3, and it was like because they're never available because people buy the fuck out of them, and it's like insane to get any of them when you can, and it's like I was just so lucky to fucking get these. I'm like, oh shit. It's like
Oh shit, Professor, you're right.
Fuck. Grabbed them and ran.
You're like the people who buy large amounts of toilet paper, but instead of toilet paper,
Yeah,
it's
that's
toys.
what I felt like just walking around with this. I'm like, I'm holding fucking precious cargo
Holding
here.
fucking gold.
Listen here, pal. This was $19.99
I'm holding
on
5-star
eBay.
grade
It sold for
platinum.
$50. I'm fucking. This is a robbery. Listen, it's the target place. Just like, yeah, sure, whatever, sir. Just keep going, please. Stop talking to me.
Okay, James. Well, like I said, a lot of things happened this week. And I do want to talk about some of them, and then we'll get to the last part. I don't know how long it's going to be, but last part of this episode is going to be talking about Shang-Chi. Have you watched that yet?
I just did.
Oh, really? Nice. I
still
watched
have
that
to edit
yesterday.
episode me and Joe did.
We'll talk about that a little bit at the end of this. But first, I want to talk about Fortnite. Have you heard about the news of? You heard about that sick Fortnite event?
Is it? Oh, are you talking about the Martin Luther King one?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know,
I thought that was a meme. I thought that was fake.
Fortnite had
Picture of it.
I think they partnered with like the Martin Luther King Foundation or something, and they did a Martin Luther King event
Memorial.
in Fortnite. And then they kind of did an oopsie because number one, why would you partner with Fortnite?
Insensitive as fuck.
Why would you partner with Fortnite in order to do a Martin Luther King event? But also, not only was it super insensitive because, you know, Fortnite's about shooting people and stuff, the kids game, but they're contractually obligated to include some emotes in there that might not fit in with the theme of the Martin Luther King event. So they did a partnership with DC, and the Catwoman emote is
Oh no!
includes a whip. So the emote is basically the dude like swinging around a whip, and you can see how that's not very that's not kosher. That's not kosher in a Martin Luther King event.
Stupid.
I've seen a clip of it, and it was I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious.
Dude, the memorial looks horrible as well.
Obviously,
it looks so bad. It's like it literally looks. It's literally
looks like a Fortnite
tripod
creation.
with a styrofoam like school project
looks like a
board
school
on it
project.
with his face on it, and that's all it is.
It's so bad. It's hilarious though. Holy
I'm
crap.
pretty sure I can still find a picture my brother sent me of it. It's so hilariously just disrespectful.
You know, I thought we were in the age of like everything being so PC that you won't ever see anything crazy. But that Martin Luther King event was...
Right now, I might have to step away for a second while you do this.
Oh,
my dad's yelling my name.
Okay.
But I will be back.
All right, that's fine. I'll just keep talking about whatever I'm talking about. Anyway, though. So yeah, that Martin Luther King event was pretty crazy. As far as I know, I didn't dig too deep into it. I just saw the clips. They made me laugh. They didn't make me laugh because I'm making fun of Martin Luther King, but they made me laugh because of the just like the crazy decisions that were made in order to have a Martin Luther King event in Fortnite. I guess they wanted to reach out to like kids or something to what was it? Spread the message of Martin Luther King to kids. And they were like, what's the biggest video game platform that kids play on? Fortnite. We should do it in Fortnite. But you know, I guess Fortnite has a lot of they do a lot of collabs with other franchises like DC and stuff. So I guess that's another thing. It's pretty crazy. Oh, James just sent me a picture. It says Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter distances herself from Fortnite event. Yeah, as far as I know, she runs like her own Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation or something, estate or center, and then there's another one which is like for profit, and the one that was for profit sold the rights to someplace else, and that someplace else was the one that partnered up with Epic Games. Anyway, though, it was pretty I saw a picture of there's a clip of like Rick from Rick and Morty and the Xenomorph from Alien just like dancing, Fortnite dancing next to like the big video projection of Martin Luther King Jr. Never thought in my years of life that I ever see that, but God, man, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. I'm still never gonna play Fortnite in the early future. But maybe I will eventually. I mean, this almost has brought me around to it. But anyway, though, let's move on to a different topic. So, once James comes back, I'll get his opinion on this. But so I've heard the news of China kind of cracking down on video games, and I don't know if you've ever heard of this phrase. But gamers are oppressed. It's kind of like a meme, a joke in the community where it's like gamers are an oppressed class. But in China, it's actually I guess it's actually kind of true there, because now there's like new laws in place. I mean, there were laws in place before limiting the amount of time you can play games, but now they have it even like stricter. So I believe you can only play 3 hours of games every week, and you can only play them on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 1 hour each day between like 8 and 9. And you might be like, well, why don't they just, play the games outside of those times? And I'm pretty sure they have like their whole China pretty much has control of like everything, if I seem to remember correctly. They've got like full control over their internet and stuff, so they can choose to shut down services, I guess, for whenever they want to. So I'm pretty sure they don't have them open until those times. But James is back now, so let me get his opinion on this very serious topic that he decided to interject with that.
Ask me.
Have you heard of China?
The liberal goddamn media.
I said China, you're like the liberal goddamn media.
China.
So China. I was talking about the China banning online games type thing. Have you heard of that, James?
It's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, they had restrictions on online games before, but now, it's illegal to play video games.
No boy girls.
Oh yeah, that is on my list too. I thought I was like I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck?
That's in there.
That is in there. But number one, they restricted online games to only 3 hours every week, so you can only play it 3 hours every week. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday,
Halo only 3 hours a week.
you could play it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for 1 hour between 8 and 9.
Halo. Oh.
Yes. You're like, but what am I supposed to do? And then you're like holding your Halo figurines.
Oh.
So yeah, they banned online games. Well, if you're under 18, they banned it. If you're over 18, whatever, you could play it up to the last restriction. But I mean, you know, China just hates gamers, dude. Gamers are oppressed, James.
I don't know why. Like, I'm pretty sure a big majority of China is gamer.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have like one of the largest gaming markets in the world. They have one of the largest gaming markets in the world.
Gaming markets, largest femboy market.
I don't know if they have the largest femboy market.
Oh.
I was just about to talk about that. But yeah, they banned online games, and then they
JD.
banned femboys or something. I'm not too up on that.
ACAB, JD. It's just all.
I just know that China doesn't like non-masculine men. That's all I know about it.
It's all about ACAB. All Chinese are pussies.
I never heard that. I never heard that before, James.
Because it used to be all cops are pussies, and I'm like, oh wait, China.
China.
Yeah.
So what was the law? It was something like they don't want feminine men to be on TV or something. Was that it?
Hey, you're too beautiful. Stop.
Hey, you look too much. It's like my parents to me. Every single day I walk around my like
Every time I wake up, my parents are like,
they're standing. They're right. They're standing next to me with their face 3 inches above my face when I wake up, and they're like, "JD, stop being such a girl."
I'm sweating too, so
yeah.
It's so fucking hot in this.
Yeah, their beads of sweat drip from their nose onto my face. It's
JD.
gross. I don't like it.
JD,
Yes.
stop being hot.
Yes, mother. Yes, mother.
JD,
I won't.
JD, it's me, your mom.
But yeah, they, I don't think it's any like, what was it? I don't think it's any secret that China's not very progressive in terms of accepting a lot. That's a very nice camera view, James.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could really see your nice figurine collection.
My brother gave me a box of macaroni because it's from.
Is that what that is?
That is what that is, and this used to be my Gundam unicorn shelf. As you can tell by the 4 Gundam unicorns I still have on it.
But that's your Gundam unicorn plus macaroni box shelf.
Plus macaroni, plus Obey from They Live, plus the Green Knight board game. Plus the Hereditary art book.
Okay.
And whatever the fuck else he gives me.
Nice. Well, but back to the thing.
Star Wars.
Yeah, China doesn't like that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
I get it, man. My parents are just the same. If I ever grow my hair out, if my hair ever gets longer that it touches my ears, they'll be like, "JD, you look like a girl." And then I'm walking around my tank top, I'm walking around my tank top just buff as hell. I walk into the kitchen, grab me some protein drink it. Oh, sucks being such a chad.
JD, you're looking extra submissive and breathable.
They look at my hair and they're like, JD, are you like gay or something? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, your hair's too long. It's like whenever I don't have a buzz cut, they think I'm gay. Any hair that's longer than like 3 all over buzz cut equals gay. Just so you know, James.
Listen,
you are gay.
I am. I told you about the interaction me and my brother had, right?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so we went to Zia Records. It's a record shop and everything. And I was wearing the Rooster Teeth rainbow bracelet, People Like People, that they sent to me and everything.
I think I might have remembered this from somewhere. Keep going, though.
And he was like, he was gay. I had gotten stuff, and I was like telling him, like, yeah, I got 2 Red vs. Blue DVDs and stuff. because they had it. And it's like, oh, it's Rooster Teeth. And then I point at my mask, and he's like, oh, okay, so it's Rooster Teeth. And then I point at my bracelet because it also has the Rooster Teeth symbol. He's like,
Yeah.
Jim, what the fuck is that? I'm like, oh, it's their people bracelet. It's their Pride Month bracelet. They sent it from one of the packages they got me. So it was just a free thing that I got. So I just wear it and everything.
Jim,
Like,
how could you wear that in front of me? You know that I'm Jay. Jimmy James.
He was like, you know, that's appropriation. I'm like, what?
Bro,
I didn't understand what he meant at first. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like,
you
Jim,
understand what he means now? Because I don't.
He was like, as heterosexual males, we cannot wear.
As heterosexual males, we can't do anything but condone that type of behavior, James. No, not behavior. That type of sin. Okay? You can hear it right here on the crapshoot. If you are the type of person to wear a pride bracelet, you are committing a sin.
How fucking go to
And
hell.
as God is my witness,
Out of here.
what the fuck is that hand gesture, James? But yeah, I can't wait to see like those huge muscular men on Chinese TV now.
Yeah,
We're just bringing those really like those ugly bastards, like fat ugly bastards from like hentai and stuff, and then have them be on TV all the time. Not you. Why are you pointing yourself, James? You don't look like that. You have to be like 20% more disgusting. Yeah, like that. Talk like that, and maybe gain like 50 more pounds, and boom, you're there. Have your hair a bit less kept, you know?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, there you go. Don't forget to get the Dorito dust on your fingers too.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking hot in this house too. I don't know why the AC isn't on.
It's super hot in my house too. That's why I wear tank tops all the time. Anyway,
I don't look good in tank tops.
Let's. How do you know, James?
We don't gotta go down that route, man. We don't.
All right. Well, let's go down this route then. Have you seen that school board video where they get pranked by saying names?
No, I haven't. Please
Really?
elaborate.
Okay, so
No,
basically, you know school board meetings, right?
Yeah.
Where they hold meetings basically to talk about decisions that
them.
the school makes. And then Karens and stuff come up and they're like, it's God's will that we don't breathe through masks or something. They're always on about like vaccines and masks. So one time,
because that has happened a shit ton here where we live.
Yes, that happens everywhere. It literally happens everywhere.
Wild. I know,
It's unavoidable.
Dude, they're literally on the strip right now, marching back and forth, up and down the fucking escalators and stuff. And
I'm glad that they're getting their exercise, but you know,
I wouldn't say they are. I wouldn't. A lot of them have to take breaks.
oh,
But
well,
it's so painful to get out of there too. Like, first of all, the strip gives me the most anxiety to drive anywhere where we live. But also the fucking amount of cars that were honking for them. They're like, hey, these people, they got a point. Down with
I'm
the
like
vaccine.
90% sure one of these days, if it keeps happening, like one of your coworkers or somebody who's like one of your coworkers is gonna pop out of their car and just start drive-bying them, dude. Pull them a drive-by.
I only wish they would.
It was just a joke. Legally, that's a joke. Right, James?
This is a threat. You must not
Going-
respond or
going up
stop
my
me
channel,
from
dude.
doing what I have to do. No, it's insane because then an ambulance drove by and he was like honking for me. He's like, yeah.
Get the fuck out of my way, people are
mask."
dying.
No, he was driving slow as fuck. It was like, ding, ding, ding. No, Matt. And I'm like, you're a fucking ambulance driver. What are you doing?
Oh,
I
no.
want you to save my life, not stop me
Oh,
from living
no. It's like the ambulance driver has COVID, no mask.
it.
No vaccine. Anyway, though, so the school board basically, I think it was like the Virginia one or something, but they have this list of names that they call out to come up to the podium.
This list of names.
This list of names, and then what they start, I guess it was like tampered with or something by like some high school students or whatever, and
That's
like they
entirely
wrote like they wrote those meme names in there, you know.
Don't tell me it's
And
easy
it's-
ones. Do not tell me it's an easy name like Hugh James
There's
or
some.
something.
There are some very noticeable names in there, but the school
as a
board. The
society,
funny
you're
thing
so
is that the
stupid.
school board had no idea what they were doing. So then he pulls out the list and he's like, Phil McCracken, Phil McCracken.
No. What? No.
Suk Mahadik, Suk Mahadik. Ophelia McCulk. Ophelia McCulk. Eileen Dover.
Filma.
Yeah. Yeah, and he just keeps going. Like nobody's coming up to the podium, and he just keeps reading out these names, and there's like 10 of them.
Nobody stopped.
That was so funny.
Nobody's like, did he say?
Nobody did a double take. Nobody looked twice.
Did he just say Mike Hawk?
Did he just say Mahadik? Did he just say Suck Mahadik?
Did he just say, "Hi, my name is Sydney Applebottom"?
I really like those types of jokes though. The ones where it's just a name that sounds,
You know, when it's just harmless and it's funny and it's like,
yeah, it's hilarious.
guys. And then you got the ones
And
where people
it's
are
funny
like,
because they just got done dealing with like this Karen that comes up like, like we get rid of the mask mandate. All this shit's disgusting.
You cannot subject me to
It is
your
our
rules.
choice. It's our
I
choice
am
whether
God's
and
warrior.
then the main guy's just like, thank you very much, Miss Thomas.
Miss Thomas, please.
Phil McCracken.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Now, Phil McCracken.
Phil McCracken. Suck Mahadik.
Thomas, please. It was your turn already. Suck my dick. Miss Thomas, I'm gonna kill myself.
God,
Fill
it's
my
so good.
ass.
It reminds me of that one clip. I don't know if you've seen it, but there was like this Asian airplane crash that happened, and like this news place was reporting on it, and he was like reporting the names of the pilots, and the names of the pilots was like
I know.
I forgot exactly what the names were, but they like in order they said like they were basically saying we were gonna crash.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Too low.
Yeah. We too low. Holy fuck. We gon' crash.
We Too Low is the best joke name though.
So funny. I wonder if I can pull it up right now.
Oh,
if I can see it.
We Too Low.
Crash names.
God.
Oh
damn.
yeah.
Fun.
It says it was a.
Shit.
They said it was a. They thought it was like a prank. And I'm pretty sure it's
but
real.
those are no way those are the real names. No
Might have been real.
fucking way. Oh, is it pronounced like we Lao or something? Where it's not like pronounced how it is written phonetically.
Oh, of course it's
and
not
everything?
pronounced how it is.
Right. It's
But
not
it's
like
just
it's
it's
not
just like
pronounced
the way it's
phonetically.
spelled in English makes it sound exactly like that. So funny, dude.
Holy fuck.
It's like
We
we
Too
too low. Hold up. I can't.
Oh, did you
define
see
when it's
the
clear.
did you see the Martin Luther King memorial thing?
Oh yeah, he's here. Wait, what?
I sent you the Martin Luther King memorial.
Yeah, I saw that. I talked
image.
about that when
It's
you were gone. So the
fucking
names were Captain Something Wong, We Too Low, Holy Fuck,
Something
Bang Ding
wrong.
Ow. Whole
Something wrong.
yeah, something wrong.
It sounds like somebody pronouncing it with like a fake Asian
Something
accent
Wong.
too.
Yeah.
It's like if you ask a person like to use a fake Asian accent and like read these words.
It's like you want
Something
people
Wong.
to. It's like you try to ask like a redneck to just create fake Asian names. That's what it sounds like.
Something wrong.
Especially the last one, the Bang Ding Ow.
I also thought it was fake because I'm like, there's too many people in that cockpit. Then I'm like, oh yeah, wait, they probably had like a booster seat guy who was like just sitting there chilling with them as well.
Yeah, dude, holy crap. And like the news
You mean
reporter guy
holy
was like,
fuck?
he was very he was like trying to clarify the entire time, like these are the actual names. of the people.
Cannot stress this enough. This is not a
These are
joke.
confirmed the actual
are their
names
real
of the
names.
pilots.
God help us all.
Something
Way
Wong.
too low.
And it's the way I think it's the way they ordered them.
Something wrong.
I think they ordered them in like the worst way possible. Something wrong. We too low. Holy fuck.
I've been listening to the Black Box Down podcast.
Holy fook.
And it's like from the flight recorder stuff, it sounds like those are their last words that they're like talking. Because apparently pilots don't fucking talk to each other when they're crashing, dude. So that sounds exactly like the
Maybe
fucking
they're too
type of
focused on trying not to crash.
like. You should still talk to each other though. Like coordinate. Cause so
Holy
much of this
fuck,
is like
we're all gonna die.
coordination, and it's like, hey, something's wrong.
It's like the
We're too low.
co-pilot's like the co-pilot's like
Holy fuck, ding dang ow.
yeah, who the fuck would say big bang ding ow in the cockpit, dude? Anyway, like the co-pilot like, smacks the face of the captain, and he's like, hey, I need you to create a distraction for me. And the pilot's like, oh my god, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Hey, I want to do a you know the kill count for like horror movies and stuff on YouTube?
Made by James
Denise?
Yeah, James A. Denise.
Did you call him James Denise?
Yeah, I call him James Denise. I couldn't remember his last name.
James A. Denise. He talked about like people doing their own versions of kill counts, and he's like giving the full blessing. And I am so tempted to start up a superhero
Well, I mean, it's
kill
because
count.
the kill count's super. It's like I don't think it's like an original idea by him, but it was popularized by him, and he's probably one of the most popular ones. Yeah.
Yeah, he even talked about it. He's like, yeah, I'm not the first one to do this, but if you want to like use my style to do your own version and everything, go ahead, because I'm doing what
I don't think we should copy his style, but it's probably just our own.
No.
Take inspiration from him. Yeah.
I wanna do one for superhero movies of a super kill count.
Like a estimated kill count of what happened.
No, I'm
Dude,
gonna.
DC
I'm
movies
gonna
be
straight up
impossible to
call
count.
it as I
Literally,
see it.
like so many people die in that movie.
Dude, I'm
in
gonna
those
straight up
movies.
call it as I see it. So many people die in every Batman movie, but people only remember Ben Affleck's Batman movie. But it's like, dude, my fucking Christian Bale's Batman has a higher.
Were you
kill
about to
count
say
than
Michael
any of them.
Keaton's Batman?
No, Michael Keaton's Batman has a huge kill count too. He kills so many fucking people.
I have no idea.
I've
never watched
so
it.
many people, especially in the one with Penguin. He kills a ton of goons, and it's like fucking Christian Bale's Batman killed so many people as well. I don't give a shit what you said. He totally killed Ra's al Ghul. He 100% killed him. I don't care if he says, I don't have to save you. You still set the train off that killed him.
I don't have to save you.
I want to do those movies. I want to torture myself and do movies like Infinity War and Endgame, where it will be impossible to properly
Infinity
count
War, it's
it.
easy, dude. Just take the entire population of humans, cut it in
all-
half, boom, that's
all
the kill
of
count.
Population, as well as the entire population of the
What, like-
universe.
What, like 3.5 billion people? Boom, dead.
Boom.
There's our kill count.
But then there's also the people
We'll
that
give it a good
regularly
estimate and say that half of
it.
those were women.
I want to talk about how many people Spider-Man killed.
Oh.
But yeah, I want to solely do this superhero kill count stuff and everything.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll do it on your channel. That seems like a movie topic type of thing.
And it's just gonna be like that's gonna be my weekend thing. Is I'm just gonna like
Oh, really?
yeah.
And Cellular Slaughter wasn't your weekend thing?
Fucking don't get me started, dude. I have episodes I was planning. Today I wasn't supposed to go to work, JD. I had to go to work today, and today I wasn't supposed to go to work. My boss just dropped it on me. And I had so much shit I was gonna do. I had an episode of Cellular Slaughter I was gonna just knock out immediately this morning. I was gonna fucking do it and everything. I had set everything aside. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do all this stuff. And it's like my boss is like, hey.
But what if you didn't?
Hey, you're going into work this morning. I'm like, what? And my brother's like, hey, you're gonna give me a ride to work this morning, right? And I'm like, fuck, you told him to let me come in, didn't you? You motherfucker. And it's like, it's so much shit I had to do today. And I can't do it.
Wow, James,
And I won't be here for 4 fucking days. I won't be here back till fucking Sunday.
I'm sorry. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, let me just bring this up real quick before we talk about the Shang-Chi movie. But did you hear about that one dude who what was it? He quit his like job to work for Logan Paul, but then he got shut
Oh
down.
my god, yes.
Oh, wow, that's. I can't
Idiot.
tell if it's a joke. Is it a joke?
No,
James?
but why would you? What the fuck
That
is
is
he
the
gonna...
million-dollar question.
Also, he totally immediately, like, Logan Paul even gave him a chance. The guy's like, I quit my job, and Logan Paul was like, did you sneak up here? And he's like, no. He's like, did you sneak up here? And he's like, yeah, I snuck up
Yeah.
here. Hold on, don't escort him off yet. What can you do? And he's like, I have no talent. And he's like, why would I hire you then? And he's like, oh, that's
Like,
a good question.
All props to Logan here, but you know, honestly, he had no choice to hire him. Really.
Undersell yourself. Don't quit your job in hopes that all of a sudden you're gonna have a new job.
Yeah.
Because that's just a fucking privileged mindset. That's not how that works.
I have no idea how this guy got his job in the first place. If he was just,
If
it's
you
probably
have
just
no
given
skills,
to him, right?
what was your job beforehand?
What was it? Because I'm pretty sure he had like 100K a year job, right? What job was that?
Why would you not keep that?
What do you mean you have no skills if you were working at that kind of job?
What were you doing?
He was a male prostitute.
I was gonna say he was a not a trust fund kid, but like the Wall Street people who like totally undersell you and stuff, and it's just his only skill is quick talking. But that's not true because he couldn't do that with Logan Paul. So
Yeah, clearly that wasn't the case.
what's the thing that like the AMC GameStop like thing, the term that was used then? Like
AMC
old
GameStop? What the fuck is that?
yeah, when their like a stock was bought out, it was like old Eastern type of like people in the industry got fucked over because of it.
I don't know. You mean people just run like pump and dump schemes on stock
Yeah,
markets or something?
stuff like that. They were like they got really fucked over by like people really buying into GameStop and AMC.
Oh yeah.
Amazing still, but
Oh, beautiful.
beautiful,
I love to see it.
fascinating.
But yeah, I just
But,
wanted to touch on that real quick because I thought it was pretty funny. Because he was
Fucking
like,
idiot.
the
You
level
get
of
what you
incompetence
deserve.
in that video.
You get what you deserve if you think quitting your job and racing up here and sneaking.
The funny
up
thing
here
is, I don't like
is
anyone
gonna
in that
get you a
video, and just seeing all of them being just dicks to each other, hilarious.
I hate Logan Paul full-heartedly. I can only say I hate like a handful of people.
Yeah.
He is up there with the fucking pieces of shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
unforgivable. I will never be your friend if I ever meet you. I
Well,
will.
I'm glad to say that he probably will never be your friend either.
No, I probably won't. But if I doubt I will. But if I ever get anywhere in life, like anywhere huge,
Yeah.
I will just spend most of my time shit talking Logan Paul as much as I can, because holy shit, does he deserve?
You build up an
nothing.
audience, become famous just to shit talk him.
Yes. Him and his brother deserve nothing, dude. They are the epitome of doing nothing and getting everything in return.
Well, you know,
What have
some
they
people are just
done?
like that.
What have they done?
Just like that guy who has the $100K job, and he's just like, oh, I don't have any skills really.
What were you doing? What was your job? How did
Yeah.
you get 100K? Did you just embezzle? Embezzlement kind of requires some work.
He's just a scammer, dude.
Listen, man, I bought all of the PS5s.
I can
and
dance and
Xbox
stuff on
Series X's.
TikTok. I can like do dances.
Pop it, lock it, man.
Rise and grind, gamers. Anyway, though,
What was
that's enough of that. Let's talk about
I love-
Shang-Chi, huh?
Yeah, great movie. Loved it.
It was a good movie. I wasn't expecting too much going into it because I was like, oh, I have no idea who Shang-Chi is.
He was my
I don't really
dad's
care
favorite
too much
hero.
about it. I'm not like a huge Marvel fan. I'll watch their movies.
It sounded like you said, "I'm not gay."
What? What did I
There
say
was like
that
a
sounded
weird,
like that?
there's a weird audio thing there for me, and it sounded
Oh.
like you said, like in the middle, you're like, "I'm not gay," and then you just moved on. I'm like,
Well,
what
as
is-
100% true that is, Shang-Chi is gay. No, don't.
or Aquafina.
I don't know who Aquafina is.
Love interest, Kathy, Katie.
Katie, yeah.
Katie.
Yeah, it was actually a really good movie. It was probably I'd say it's actually
best
one of the best.
Dragon Ball movie.
It's probably one of the better
Marvel has
Marvel
ever made.
movies, actually. Yeah. I'd say it's up there.
It's a good one. It's definitely top 10.
It's up there right next to
right next to
Endgame
Captain Marvel,
and
both Spider-Man movies,
Captain Marvel, Age of Ultron,
Infinity War, Endgame.
Maybe it's a little bit below Infinity War and Endgame, but
Captain Marvel's right.
It was pretty
top.
decent. It was actually kind of different from the other Marvel movies, I think.
It was very visually beautiful.
Oh yeah, it was very good.
Dude,
Whoever did the
fight
cinematography on that, like props, man. That was pretty good.
Cool. My favorite Marvel movie. Like,
It's your favorite Marvel movie?
Visually speaking.
That's not too bad.
It's so beautiful. I love the way that the rings worked with them and everything.
The rings were pretty good.
Gonna go a little nerd here. The rings in the comics are actual rings that have different powers with each ring. I don't mind that they changed that for the movies, that it's like whatever your mind has.
Just make it a bit more simple for an overall audience.
They're bracelets because they belong to a space dragon. That's like fucking a whole other plot.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't read the comic or anything. My first impression going into it was I knew this movie had good martial arts choreography.
Did you see the clip that they put the boss fight? Because they put that on.
No, I didn't see. I didn't see anything except the first teaser trailer. Ooh. And then I came into it and I was like, that's why I was like, I don't know, it's an okay movie, I guess, just a regular Marvel movie, probably on the same level as Captain Marvel. I go in,
and it wasn't.
It's got likable characters. The music was really good. The fighting is really good. I thought the CG was really good, actually. The CG was a lot better than other Marvel movies. I think the
CG was really good in this, and that really played into like how like visually pleasing it was.
I really liked the bamboo forest. Not needless to say, this is going to be a spoiler, but But yeah, I love the bamboo forest. I think it's awesome. Like the way the bamboo forest like moves and like closes on each other. Crazy visuals. I love it.
I love the Pokemon.
You know who I did expect to be in the movie that was in the movie for a decent amount of it? Mandarin.
Trevor,
the actor from Iron Man 3. Why the fuck was he in there?
Movie? Because they made the little clip after they made the Iron Man 3 movie. They're like, they made the little short film, All Hail the King, that is on Disney Plus that you can watch.
I don't know Disney Plus.
This is the events of the Mandarin after Iron Man 3, and he's in jail, and he's just, I am pretending to be the Mandarin. And then like the 10 Rings actually finally like, you're fucking dead. And they're like, oh my shit.
I'm about to pop a cap in your ass.
Bitch. Break yourself.
It was so funny because it was only at that moment when he revealed himself that I was like, oh yeah, he was the Mandarin. And the Mandarin is, the real Mandarin is in this movie. It's his father.
They called me the Mandarin. They were afraid of an orange.
They don't even know what it means. They're afraid of an orange, a small orange.
It just reminds me of the Djibouti dubs, the dubbed Iron Man 3 trailer where it's just them doing the Mandarin voice and like, Chinese fortune, you get your ass kicked.
Yeah. God, it's so good.
It's just, I can only imagine that the whole movie when he's like, I am the leader of the 10 Rings, and Chinese fortune says you get your ass kicked. You just only imagine that.
Yeah.
I loved when he did the Kamehameha.
Oh yeah, at the end there.
Yeah, and you know,
that's pretty good.
Again, greatest Dragon Ball movie Marvel has ever made.
It is very much like Dragon Ball. It has a lot of nods toward Chinese dramas where they have like these floaty-ish martial arts where like you get punched and you fly like 10 feet back. It's cheesy and cool at the same time.
I like that they set up this guy who's called Death Dealer, this like fucking the blue ninja guy. Like, this is Shang-Chi's ultimate enemy. And the dragons kill him right away.
Yeah, he dies. He's the first one that dies, I think. Like the first Soul Eater thing that comes out, it kills him.
It kills him right away, and everyone's like, oh no.
We didn't even get to see who it was behind the mask, but you know, that's okay.
Didn't matter, JD.
That's not the point.
Let me
that's
tell
not the point of the character.
That didn't matter.
I really like that buff dude. That tall Romanian buff dude.
Oh, you mean Drago's son from Creed 3? Or 2? Creed 2?
Machete hand guy.
Drago.
Pretty fun.
kill the Apollo.
Yeah, that bus fight scene was really good.
Great, loved it.
I loved his. I love how they managed to film such a good fight scene in such a tiny space. Like it's literally in a bus corridor. I mean, like inside a bus.
Dude, it's
but somehow they managed to make it really dynamic.
It's
he's
so
like parkouring around everything.
In such a small space and so many more opponents and everything.
It's like it was like a car chase scene mixed with a martial arts scene in the car chase. That's what it felt like. That's what it was.
I love that he used Jackie Chan's using the jacket move that he used in one of his other movies and stuff.
Yeah, where he he's fighting a dude and then his jacket gets taken off, but then he puts it back on in the middle of attacking.
Yes,
that was pretty good.
Love it. I love all the references and stuff. I love the side of the building fight. I love the reveal that Wong is just a degenerate who rigs fights with Abomination.
Yeah, he's a freaking
just a degenerate who runs off to have street fights with Abomination.
Turns out Wong, who you thought was like this disciplined senior of the mystical arts, is just a dude who freaking he gambles on his own fights, rigs them.
Rigs the fight too. It's like him and
Abomination. Apparently, he's in cahoots with Abomination.
I love that there's like a little bit of like, hey, this is a pretty big world where they're like the extremists from Iron Man 3 are fighting one of the Black Widows from the Black Widow movie, because these dudes take place way after
Oh yeah, right. He was in one of the fights, wasn't it? In that
movie? It was the guy whose like body was glowing and he got like knives thrown into him that was thrown into him by a Black Widow. Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, this does take place 5 years after the Black Widow movie. That would make sense why there's just a random Black Widow
Widows
running around.
And the extremists were in the Marvel universe.
Oh yeah. I only have one question. Why does all of the new Phase 4 of Marvel have to take place in the exact same year?
I don't know. It's just
because I think it's Disney like running back on themselves by being like, ooh, maybe we shouldn't have fast forwarded 5 years to the year 2023 and we should really delay all the movies. I guess that's because they really want
to keep it as recent as possible to our time. Right. So then they were like, oh shit, we might have accidentally went a bit too far.
Maybe letting the Russo brothers just fast forward our series 5 years was a bad idea, and now we're going to have to make all the movies take place in the year 2023 and convolute and very,
I'm okay with it as long as it works, you know? Obviously, we'll notice if it doesn't work, so.
There's the questions of, like, why doesn't... So, like, the Spider-Man film, I'm pretty sure, takes place latest in the timeline. WandaVision happens at the very beginning of like the events, like literally right after Endgame is what happens with WandaVision. Then it's Falcon and Winter Soldier. Loki doesn't fucking matter because it's not in the timeline.
It's like a completely different universe or something, right?
It's a completely, literally different timeline, and it breaks off into the other timelines, and it's the Hawkeye show is happening at some point in time.
Yeah.
Then I think it's Shang-Chi, and then it's Spider-Man, and it's like, this is so much in 1 year of events, and why are none of them congressing with each other? And then you got the Miss Marvel TV show that's coming out too.
A lot of them are like most of them like cross-continental, or are they just like local type of doings?
No, they're all cross-continental with what they're doing. Spider-Man's like, I think, the only local, other than WandaVision, I think Spider-Man's the only local one.
Spider-Man just takes place in New York?
New York and Otherworld New York.
What about Captain, what was it, Winter Soldier?
That one takes place fucking all over the place. They like cut out so many plot lines too, because they're like, ooh, we had this whole thing about a virus going around and vaccines getting out, and that's what the evil people are really trying to do, and it's like, ooh, but it's too topical. It's like, no, put that in. Yeah, but it's like so much shit got cut out, and it's like nothing makes sense because of it. And it's like they're in Bulgaria, they're not in Bulgaria, they're in America, they're not in America, they're in a fucking weird continent of mercenaries only.
Well, anyway,
the John Wick continent. And
yeah, going back to Shang-Chi, the movie is pretty solid. There's a couple of things that are like a bit wonky about it, but overall it's pretty good.
Like what? What's wrong with this perfect movie?
I would say it's perfect, but I'd say it's really good.
Shut the fuck.
You better shut your ass up.
Listen here, pal.
I mean, come on. You'd have
like,
to suspend your disbelief a lot in certain parts of the movie.
yeah.
Like when they were talking about like the there's a lot of magic in this movie. A lot of like mystical magic stuff.
So much magic.
Like even more than like Doctor Strange. Cuz there's like a whole new realm or something in this movie.
Right, the pocket dimension.
The Tao Lu
Tao Lao. Yeah, I have to say this. Why did Brie Larson and Bruce Banner show up at the end of the movie, and why wasn't it Iron Fist instead? Who would have made more sense because him and Shang-Chi are friends in the comics, and they literally both come from places.
I guess they
Shang-Chi
maybe
comes from Tao Lao, and Iron Fist comes from Kung Lao. Why aren't they connected?
I don't think Iron Fist is in there, right? He's not in the universe right now?
Technically canon.
I don't
it's
remember
so weird
seeing it.
It's technically canon. Then the Iron Fist Netflix series and like all the Netflix series are technically canon. And it's
I've
so
never
weird
watched
that
it.
they have the rights to use them again, and they're just doing nothing.
I get why they brought in Bruce Banner because maybe
yeah,
it's like gamma radiation with the rings or something, and he's like, bring in Bruce. He's got gamma,
Maybe
right?
it's because he's like the Earth scientist, and then it's
Yeah,
like
he's like the second smartest dude or something.
the first one died.
The first dude died.
I like that. I'm like, okay, Mark Ruffalo.
Maybe they should have brought in that
get your
one girl
paycheck.
from Wakanda. Isn't that one girl really smart?
Yeah, Shuri is supposed to be way
Yeah.
smarter, but also she's problematic. The actress.
Yeah, that's probably it, huh?
But then again, so is Brie Larson, but for different reasons.
I have no idea why they have Brie Larson there. I guess to
Like-
check if it was Alien or something, but like,
Yeah.
there's so many different
Guardians
aliens.
of the
Why Brie
Galaxy.
Larson?
How about Guardians of the Galaxy? The people who literally grew up in space, and not Brie Larson, who was
Did
there.
they
for,
ever
like,
actually come in
some-
contact with the whole team with Earth? Or are they still? They still never visited Earth though, right?
No, because they came here in Endgame, and like they had no reaction to being back on Earth. Because fuck us if characters
Yeah,
have any
yeah.
sort of development or reactions. Like Drax was completely robbed of his storyline of killing Thanos, and so now he's just some shirtless guy running around.
Yeah, now he's just the comedic relief, you know.
Is he?
I mean, he used to be too.
They're
but
all the comedic relief.
Guardian of the Galaxy
Everyone
is
is a
comedic relief.
comedic relief. There's no uncomedic relief in any of these movies. There's no straight man.
Oh no, the villains are the straight men.
Forever.
How do you feel about the villain in this movie?
Oh, love them. Mostly because I love this actor already, but it's
The
also
actor's
like
really good.
it's also like it's understandable. You
It-
want
it-
him to win. You want it to be true.
You get it. You can sympathize with the villain, and at the
Everyone
same
lost
time,
loved
at the
one
same
in
time, you
it.
understand why he can't win
Right. Because
because he's
also
still a
is-
bad guy, right?
He's technically also Genghis Khan, which is like,
He's Genghis Khan. Did we mention that?
rapist.
Yeah, he's like 1,000 years old or something,
It's
And
like
and he's killed so many people,
it's not even that.
conquered so many lands.
It's the whole story of Genghis Khan in general. It's like
Uh,
we all got a little Genghis Khan in us.
yeah, I'm guessing I'm like 30% Genghis Khan. No,
Like,
but,
oh yeah, I also remember that, so I don't want you to win. It's like,
Yeah, so
I
he's
want
like-
you to be happy
like,
because you
let's
were
be
happy
clear, right?
with
He's
that.
a terrible person.
Oh, piece of shit.
But I guess he changed.
Father of the year.
Changed when he got a family, but
Father of the year because he knew what his hairstyle was after he was the Mandarin.
absolutely.
He was like, okay, this short hair works for me. I want only this haircut for 50 years.
This haircut, it works. I
All
finally
the time.
found it.
All
This
the
was
time.
what I wanted all these years. Was the perfect haircut. I conquered
haircut.
every land to find the
Perfect
perfect
haircut.
barber.
Perfect haircut and various color versions of the same exact suit.
I like how the actor itself is like, he's kind of small, honestly.
He's so
Small
tiny.
stature, but it doesn't impact his
No.
image at all.
No.
Still very scary villain.
I have to say this because I am a fucking nerd. The toy that they put out of his character and
Yeah.
what he wears in the movie are not the same thing.
I
And I
see.
am very confused by that. Because like the entire time I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for him to have this like kind of cool looking armor thing.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
his
you know-
armor that he wears at the end.
Yeah, it's like the half of his body's covered in armor, and then like in the movie it's like, Oh wait, that's just a tunic.
Yeah, and he's got like shoulder pads or something.
Yeah, but it's like, where's the armor?
Where's the armor? The armor's not there.
The toy looks so cool, and I want to see it in real life because it's like the toy version of Shang-Chi. It's like, oh, it looks pretty neat, but then like the one in the movie, I'm like, oh, that suit looks awesome.
Yeah,
oh fuck yeah, dragon scales.
Yeah, so like by suspension of disbelief that I was talking about before, like the last third of the movie just takes place in like this whole like it's just a fantasy world pretty much.
This movie is so
like
fast and slow with the way the plot moves.
Yeah, this crazy like dimension that they after they get past the bamboo forest, which already I thought it was cool because like
Pokemon,
I wouldn't say it's like too crazy, but then they come into like this world where it's like looks like a freaking King Kong type of island thing.
You are entering the world.
A lot of
the game.
different monsters. There's like these dragon horse things, plus the headless Pokemon things with butterfly wings.
The butt dog thing.
Yeah,
it's
the dog thing.
Every
like
side of their
arms.
them is a hut.
They've got the ancient like lions.
Dude, I loved when it walked up to Trevor and it's like, Trevor, are you alive? And he's like, oh, calm down, mate. I'm not here. Listen,
Calm down, mate.
Not
it's called acting. Now get down
lay
here.
over on your back and join me. It's like, oh, like you see it through the now. It's like, oh, okay. It just rolls over.
It rolls over, pretends like it's dead. Trevor, one of my favorite characters in the MCU.
Oh, great.
I'm glad to have him back.
Glad he's here.
If he died, I would be pretty sad.
Happy to have you around. It's always good. Shake, shake, shake.
Yeah, I like how he does absolutely nothing in the end fight, but still there.
Listen, my.
I'd be really sad if he died.
He's like honestly. On the front lines too for some.
Yeah, he's
reason.
literally in the front there too, with nothing.
He's like, oh.
He's like, I don't know what's going on. Isn't he like insane or something?
Yeah, kinda.
I feel like he's becoming insane.
I loved when the fucking Maurice came out, and he's just like, oh yeah, look at that, it's Maurice, and everyone's like,
yeah.
Oh, you see Maurice? I thought I lost my mind.
Oh, the name is like, not Maurice.
Oh my god,
it's like Morris or something.
Maurice. I cannot feel my legs.
Oh, you could see him too. Thank God, I thought I was going insane.
I thought I was losing my mind there. It's me, Ringo Starr from the Beatles. And then like his sister like sees it and it's just like,
what?
But nothing else.
Yeah, his sister sees like, huh.
I'm gonna be honest. The ending scene, I was like, okay, cool. She's new Mandarin. But then I was also like, kind of looks cringe with the zoom out. It's like all the spray painted art on the side.
It's like they it feels like kind of like one of those things where it's like a boomer trying to be as up to date as possible. So like, what can we do? Add in the sick hip hop rap music. Hip hop rap music.
It's Marvel has never gotten it good at like, hey, how do we empower females? And it's like, females do it, like girls do it best and everything. It's like,
yeah, like the zoom out of like the girl. So his sister on the chair, that's fine. You know, that makes sense that she becomes leader. Cool.
I'm so happy that she.
Then it zooms out, and the first thing it shows is like the lines of like the women with like the staffs and stuff.
Ask, are they wearing those masks because the ending scene was filmed during COVID? I have to know. I need to know this because this movie was not filmed during COVID. So I'm wondering if this was a reshoot because they also did a reshoot for Black Widow.
Huh. Well, yeah, some parts are cringe.
No.
That last fight was like crazy. It was crazy. It was like a huge CG battle, like it usually is. I thought the CG looked a lot better than normal, though. It was never.
Oh, man.
At least it wasn't like a Black Panther thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the worst CGI battles in Marvel is the weightless Black Panther fight, where it's.
This CGI fight was totally fine. I think it was cool. Great. Yeah, it looked really good.
I'm gonna say this.
I love the designs of the end of like the CG monster and the CG good guy.
I love it.
Dragon.
I love it.
Very good.
I'm gonna say this though. At the beginning, I think the fight was way too close with the Mandarin and the army of people. The fight was way too pushed in on him, and there was too much dust.
You mean like the exposition?
The exposition, very first fight and everything. I think
with him like being Genghis Khan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That totally was him being Genghis Khan, wasn't it? Oh shit. Yeah. Genghis Khan.
I'm pretty sure that was him as Genghis Khan.
Ruler Khan.
Khan.
Khan. But I think it was something that Justice League did very good with their like big battle fight between like Darkseid and the forces of Earth. Is like it wasn't a lot of dust was being kicked up in the middle of this fight, and it was like very kind of like a bit wider and a bit more like kind of just stable, and it let you like soak in like these super powerful characters just duking it out and stuff. And I wish we had gotten like a more wider shot and it was like more stable, and there wasn't just dust entirely filling up the screen.
that opening fight was it wasn't as clean as it could be. I thought it was fine.
Not diminishing the movie at all.
Yeah, like, I think it's fine.
It literally does not diminish it. It's a great movie.
Just a little nitpick, I guess.
I'm just a fucking little picky eater here.
I should say that most of the fights were pretty they were pretty good and unique. Like taking place in like different spots, like the bus fight.
Yeah.
The fight in Morocco or something. I forgot what place it was, but it's the building fight, and it takes place on like the scaffolding outside of the building.
I love that. That was so like classic Chinese like action movies.
Yeah, it was like
and
a
stuff.
martial artist movie type of scene.
Oh, dude, it like reminded me so much of like
a lot of parkour plus fighting. Very. A lot
of parkour plus fighting, free running as we call it in the know.
It gave me a lot of what was it? That feeling of like, you know, like the one side character or main character that's like about to die, and then like, cause like, you know, like Katie gets on that bamboo thing and starts breaking,
right?
And the main character has to like get to her while also fighting people.
It's so classic. I love it. It's like it's such an overdone trait that gets done so well.
Yeah.
I will say this though, when his sister catches Katie, one of their arms should have been dislocated immediately.
Yeah, obviously if you're falling at that
of a person distance, falling down from that height, and then one of them should have had a dislocated limb,
and your momentum gets stopped instantly by a catch, you will get hurt.
If we've learned anything from Corridor Digital, it's that if you do that, you turn into mush.
You get mushed.
You get mushed by the G-force.
You become soup.
Murphy or slime.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Man, we never got that. What was it? That sick ultimate fight between Shang-Chi and the mask guy, because he gets killed like instantly.
Oh yeah.
You know who else gets killed instantly? That old guy in the village. I kind of liked him.
Oh yeah, he kind of does, doesn't he?
Yeah, it was at a weird time too.
You should not be fighting.
It was a weird time, and like, man, she could have shot it. I'm not gonna lie.
I also gotta say this. I wish they'd kept the joke that Katie has no clue what any of them are saying, because Katie doesn't know Chinese.
Yeah, she doesn't understand Chinese.
She doesn't understand a word of Chinese, which is, I don't think that's exactly true for Awkwafina herself. But did you know she was getting canceled?
For what, not understanding Chinese, and her character doesn't understand Chinese?
Because Awkwafina did not want to do a fake Asian accent because it wouldn't be real and everything.
Except it would be very real. There's a lot of people with Asian accents.
For her, because she doesn't actually have that accent and everything, and she didn't want to like be like disrespectful and get it wrong.
No, it's totally fine if you're Asian.
She just wanted to use her. No, it's fine to do a stereotypical one. It's fine.
Yeah, if you're Asian, you can do a stereotypical Asian accent. It's totally fine.
It's the same thing. But it's like she didn't want to do that because she didn't want to be disrespectful and everything, so she used her normal accent, and she was accused of racism.
For what, not wanting to do it?
For not wanting to do it because she has this thing called a black accent, which is when you do a stereotypical fake black accent.
You mean how she normally talks?
But here's the thing. That's just the accent of anyone from Queens.
Yeah.
That's the real accent of actual New Yorkers.
So what, like, racist people are like, yo, that's how a black person would sound like. You're doing a black person accent.
It's like you could get fucking pretty racist if you wanted to, but it's like
I see racism everywhere. James, you just are blind to it.
Listen, I'm literally getting whited out by my lights here. Listen, man, I live in the oversaturation of these blinding lights, and I just gotta say, JD, that's pretty racist of you to do a fake black accent.
I don't know. I feel like Aquafina in the movie was her character didn't really get to do much. I don't think. She kind of was just like this. Was a comedic one, right?
My favorite Aquafina performance, and I would love to see her again in this.
I didn't say it was bad. I just don't know if the character did anything. I don't remember the character doing anything.
Shot in the throat.
Yeah, but like that was also kind of
I shot it.
That was also kind of like a suspend your disbelief. You know, I mean, it takes one arrow to hit the dragon.
One arrow to stop that.
One arrow.
One arrow to stop that suck.
Well, I guess if you hit it in the throat, then it only needs one arrow, right?
Fuck! Ow!
Oh, what the hell?
If somebody took a thick toothpick and they just supersonic speed flicked it through your neck, would you not be like, "Oh fuck! Oh shit"?
Well, maybe if it was supersonic speed, but if it was shot from a tiny bow, then I don't know if I would, hurt it that much.
Over probably a 2-mile distance.
Yeah, made by an archer that has practiced for like 3 days. I think was the time, right?
A day.
Probably less than 3 days. Yeah.
Less than 3 days.
But we suspend our disbelief. That's fine. It's whatever.
Like Immortal
It's a cool shot.
It's just fucking nice. How does the Mandarin live forever? I gotta ask that. They don't.
What?
How does the Mandarin live forever?
He said it was a power of the rings or something. The rings make you immortal.
Okay,
Yeah,
I completely missed that then because
that was in the exposition.
I was like, how does he live forever?
I think that was the only time they brought it up. Because what happens is the rings make you immortal or something, gives you power, makes you immortal. And then when he takes off the rings and he gets married,
behind this gate, Goku. Come save her.
when he takes off the rings to become a family man, he actually like ages a bit. He gets like white in his hair. But then he puts back on the rings and
doesn't change that haircut.
Back to the hair. Yeah, haircut stays the same.
Not. Can't. It's a staple of the community.
Good haircut.
We all got those haircuts. But
Yeah.
Iron Gang. Ooh, Iron Gang over here.
Iron Gang.
Another Iron Man problem over here. Bringing more villains for everybody else. Look at Iron Boy Jr.
Yeah. How do you like the main guy?
Main guy? I thought he was great.
I don't think I've ever seen him in another movie. Is he a prominent actor? Or?
He's like a very new actor.
That's what I thought, because I don't think I've seen him in a lot of other stuff.
You'll know him from stock images.
Is he in stock images?
He is a stock images model. And it's so hilarious because after the fact, he's like, where you guys think I got my start? And I think it was like in the Hatchet Gang movie, whatever it is.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Yeah, and it's like there's this one.
Well, I hate this movie now, so.
God damn it! No. But he was very famous for stock images.
I see.
He's in some pretty big ones.
I know a lot of the other actors, just not the main guy.
Not also Aquafina either.
Yeah, neither Aquafina.
But you didn't know her real name is Nora.
No idea. But I did know that old guy actor, the Archer.
Yeah.
I did see him in a lot of other movies.
I saw him in something.
He was pretty good. I also have never seen his sister. Shang-Chi's sister.
I also think she might also be a new actress. I know she's new to doing stunt work and stuff because she like talked about how Shang-Chi really got her into doing like martial arts and fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
The same exact way Iron Fist got the actress from that show into fighting and stuff. Well, it didn't get the guy who played Iron Fist to do any training. No, he came in for a day and is like, I'm good, and left.
Came for a day, just threw some punches. Nice.
Put some
shaky cam on it. Boom. Wait, I see this main guy in a stock photo. It's so funny, dude.
Oh, did you find the stock photo?
I see one of the stock photos of him, and it's just it's like a white dude and a white girl are both around him. They're all in formal wear, and he's pointing at a laptop, smiling. It's so funny.
Just
God. There's a lot of people that says this movie flopped. Did it flop?
No, it didn't. It
Yeah,
literally
I didn't think
didn't.
so, huh? I
And
thought it did
here's
pretty
why
good.
it didn't, because Disney refused to put it on their streaming service.
In which it would have
Because
flopped.
it would have flopped with theater income and stuff, and it didn't. And the reason they didn't put it on their streaming service is because they didn't want another situation with the Scarlett Johansson problem, where Scarlett Johansson called them out for not paying her any of the revenue from streaming.
Ah, okay.
And Disney's like, no,
The Disney's
I
like,
want to keep all my money.
It's not in the contract. Not in the contract.
You have all of it, and I have none. Disney, you have literally all the money in the world. We just want $1,000 for it work.
Don't care.
You will get nothing.
I don't care the money problems of rich people.
Listen here, well, it's not even that. It's like the original comic creators and stuff of most of these storylines are like, hey.
Of course they don't get anything. They're boomers, James. They're
boomers. Boomer.
Boomer.
Boomer over here. I got pilled. Boomer.
Yeah.
Boomer over here.
Holy crap. It gets quieter and quieter every time you get louder.
Boomer over there. Hey, I'll tell you guys on time that me Boomer over there.
My god.
Can you make that one of your sound alerts?
What?
Boomer over there.
You saying boomer over there?
Yes. It'll be
I'll think about it.
For whenever you play Left 4 Dead, when you see a boomer, I'll do the donation for the boomer over there.
I don't know if I'll play Left 4 Dead 2 again. I already
Boomer
beat it.
spotted. Or Left 4 Dead in general.
I guess so. If I play the first
Boomer.
game, I guess. Boomer.
Boomer spotted.
Well, what else is there to talk about in the movie?
Nothing.
Nothing.
End it.
Oh yeah, I think there's one thing I want to talk about.
Listen, JD.
You like the costume design?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yet. I know you said something about the main villain's costume.
Yeah, I still think it looked great. I still think they all had great costumes and stuff. I think Death Eater had a really interesting costume, and I really wish we got to see more of it.
He was only in there for like 3 scenes.
He was only in there for like 5 seconds, and like, get out of here!
You get your soul sucked, bitch!
Your soul sucked and your day's over. Get out of here! You're a day player only.
Yeah, costumes are.
But, yeah, I don't think they were entirely comic book accurate, as my dad very much complained when I showed him the picture of Shang-Chi's costume. It
was more simplistic than I thought it was, but I kind of like it. I like the minimalist design of it.
This looks nothing like the comic book.
It doesn't look like the comics at all.
When I was a boy, this looked nothing like my comic book of Shang-Chi. Also, it's not Shang-Chi, as I keep saying, it's Shang-Chi. And
well, that's how you pronounce it, but.
Apparently, I've called it Shang-Chi my entire life, and then like these trailers come out and they're like, "Hi, it's Shang-Chi in the Legend of the Ten Rings," and I'm like,
of how you pronounce. It's how you pronounce.
It's who in the Ten Rings?
Kung Fu too, right?
Shang-Chi.
It's not actually pronounced that way, but
what?
since we're talking English, it's easier to pronounce it like that. Shang-Chi.
Shang. I found it very funny when like he leaned in close to the camera while Awkwafina was in the Lamborghini, and it's like his name tag read Sean, and like quietly to myself, I'm like, because his name is Shang.
Ha! So that's why they call it that. How do you like the humor in the movie? Actually, that's the last thing
I laughed actually quite a bit. I cannot lie.
I thought the humor was pretty good, actually.
Best humor in a Marvel movie other than Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm gonna say that up front.
Yeah, a couple of jokes I really liked. His name, honestly, and when they were on the airplane and they get interrupted by the stewardess.
Is it gonna be
vegetarian or beef?
Honestly,
I'll take vegetarian.
If they didn't have a vegetarian, they might have not wanted it at all. If then, they could have just said no. Yeah. So she did have to verify. I understand the struggle.
Vegetarian or beef? I'll take vegetarian. I'll have vegetarian too. Oh, looks like we're out of vegetarian. What will it be then? It's like, well, I guess beef then, right? Because that's all you have left. And for you, beef.
I'll actually do.
It's funny because it's relatable, James. Because every time you go on an
I've
airplane,
only flown once.
or I've flown quite a few times, but you know, they do that
I
sometimes.
don't understand the struggles of first class.
I don't know if they do it because they just want to mess with you because they have a stressful job, or if they're actually just, you know.
The only service I ever got offered on a plane was, "Hey, do you want a graham cracker cookie and a this size bottle?"
Oh, is it
cup?"
because you haven't flown a flight that's longer than like a couple hours or something?
Yeah, I've literally only flown up to Montana and back. I've never flown anywhere else.
I've flown
Like-
I've flown quite a few like 12-hour, 13-hour flights. It's quite taxing.
Hey, kid who's flying all by himself. Yeah.
Vegetarian with
graham
beef.
You want a graham cracker cookie and a cup this big of Sierra Mist? Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck
You. That's $25.
You ain't gonna get shit.
What?
Now pay up.
Why is it that expensive? Where do I
Shut
pay
up
when I'm
and
getting
eat your Sierra Mist.
dunk graham cracker cookie that's actually quite good into that Sierra Mist, which is flat.
Flat. You do a little lunge at him. What? Huh? You gonna fight me? What?
It's little 60-year-old me that's like, I don't understand my.
It's like when the stewardess lunges at you, you like flinch back. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's like no one's ever said it to me before. Yeah, I want 2 cups of Sierra Mist for free, and I want another graham cracker cookie.
Yeah.
We're gonna need an air marshal.
Air Marshal, huh?
Guy with a gun just comes up and fucking blows my brains out. Did I tell you what my sister's reaction to seeing Brie Larson was?
In what? In Shang-Chi?
In Shang-Chi.
Yeah, what was it?
She, like, it was like, it cut over the Bruce Banner.
Audibly disgust. Oh.
Yes, it's literally like that. It was literally like, at first it was like, oh, it's Bruce Banner. That was like me. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Oh, hey,
he's
it's
here.
Bruce.
And then I'm like, oh, but I see somebody's next to him. I bet that's Iron Fist. Cuts over, it's Brie Larson. Wait, so she's like, oh. She ruins everything she's in. And I'm like,
did you notice that they made a really big effort to make her more likable just in that tiny scene?
did they?
Yeah. You know how like before she's
Did they really though?
her character's like, you know how her character's like this prideful jackass where it's like, I'm the best and it doesn't matter what you do because I'm better than you and everything. If you had me, then we would have won against Thanos or something. But in that scene she was like,
would we?
she was like, yeah, I have no idea what these rings are. Oh, I'm getting a call. So sorry, guys. You're gonna have, if you want to contact me, gave Bruce my number, and then she like leaves.
And then Bruce is like,
She puts on like this cute voice when she says that.
I don't have her phone number. She does this all the time. It is incredibly awkward.
And
And
Bruce
rude.
just like, I don't have her phone number. She doesn't.
Bruce
She didn't
is
give me
just
her number.
so abused, man. He's so fucking whipped by the entire.
Why is he not in his
Avengers.
Hulk form? Did he just never in Hulk form now, or
Yeah, I guess he's just no longer Professor Hulk, where he's like,
it's just regular Bruce?
Pains in the blonde. Fucking Endgame, just best of both worlds. Pains in the blonde.
Brains in the blonde.
Guy,
Yes.
break your arm
Science.
forever.
I love his arm is still fucked up.
His arm's still fucked up because it's the same year, JD.
Yeah. Still,
Bruce
I guess.
Banner has
Is his
aged
arm ever gonna
4
get better?
in a year.
I thought he had
He's-
accelerated healing or something, right? Is that not a thing?
He has aged
Maybe he
horribly
took
in a year.
a lot of damage.
He's aged
It's a
horribly
lot
in
of
a year.
damage. Phil Swift, a lot of damage.
His hair has receded so much in less than a year.
Very stressful keeping the Hulk back.
It's very stressful having to deal with Brie Larson all the time.
Oh yeah, that is true too.
Yeah, you guys.
He's like
are
the
great.
only Avenger that talks with Brie Larson.
She literally does what fucking all the characters in The Boys do, where they're like just patronizing everybody, like, you're the real heroes. She's like, oh, you guys are great, by the way. Just fucking he's trying to get to a new spaceship.
Homelander's catchphrase: "You are the real heroes."
You're the real heroes.
See ya.
It's like she's not a hero. She's so unlikable.
She has the whole moveset of a hero, but she doesn't have the mindset of a hero.
She
Being a hero is a mindset, James.
I don't know. I think she's pretty villainous with her moves.
Being a hero is a grind set, James. No, I meant her moveset as in she can fly, she can shoot laser beams, superhero powers.
Oh, wait, I know exactly what you're talking about. Omni-Man.
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 Mark, these people are below us.
Do you want
They
to play
don't mean
Pokemon?
nothing.
Pokemon.
Do these people's deaths mean anything to you?
How many more?
Think, Bree, think.
Dude, Omni-Man would fucking whoop Brie Larson.
Really?
Yeah.
If you gave that script to Marvel, they wouldn't like it. They'd probably be like, let's. They'd probably pull like a Star-Lord, just like, I like that script, except it kind of sucks. So how about you let me write the script?
I like that script.
And it could probably be a lot better.
It's really great. Hold on, you gotta like that. I like that script. It's really great. But it's too good, and it makes us look bad. So you gotta make it look bad.
We can't let a female character. We can't let a female character look weak. So what we have to do is just make her really fucking strong, so that she never has a weak moment.
Dude,
that's how you make someone relatable.
Force Awakens
is if they're perfect. If they're perfect, they're an asshole. Everybody loves it.
I like the progression of Rey's character, and it's like Force Awakens. It's like she's got all this raw power that gives her all this stuff and everything. It's like, oh, but she needs to go train to hone it. And it's like in the next movie, it's like she's already honed it. She's been on this island for 5 minutes, and she's already honed all of her powers, and she's the greatest Jedi ever. She's better than
most powerful Jedi in the world ever. Already, nothing can stop her.
It's like you guys had it. You started off good. It was Luke Skywalker.
I think they're afraid to make. They're just afraid to make a good female character. I think
Luke Skywalker could shoot the fucking missiles into the hole.
They all have to be. They all have to be super strong now.
That's what Luke Skywalker did at first, and Rey's like, "Oh, I have the Force, and I can do all this kind of cool shit too." And it's like, but I don't really know how to do all this cool shit. It's kind of like just by chance.
Unfortunately, they're like the most unrelatable people ever.
And then unfortunately, they hired Ron Johnson or whatever.
Ray William Johnson.
Doing your mom.
Doing that, mom.
It's your favorite Martian.
God damn.
Fucking Ron Johnson or whatever his name is.
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson. They hired Ryan Johnson, who hates Star Wars, like legitimately hates Star Wars. They're like, I don't see how this could go wrong.
No, he doesn't. He's tweeted about how he loves Star Wars, dude.
Yes, that's why he deleted all those tweets about how much he loves Star Wars.
I don't remember them.
Several months before he got the role.
I don't remember them.
Before he was announced. That's why. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he made the perfect Star Wars movie that everybody loves because he loves the past. Let it live.
Just turn it into a Star Wars rant.
Fuck me, man. It's like you were good. Fucking J.J. Abrams, it wasn't a perfect movie, but he handed you all of the material, and you're like, cool. Oh, what's this character named Finn? No, it's not.
Let me just add some. Let's get back onto.
I'm gonna give you the most annoying character named Rose Tico.
It's okay, James.
The character I make is bad, and you don't need to understand.
Let's just calm down, all right?
Nothing matters.
We don't have to talk about Star Wars.
Listen here. What the fuck, Snoke? Snoke doesn't matter. You want to know who matters? Those three.
You want to do a commentary track on the new Star Wars trilogy?
On the planet won't matter, baby.
You want to do a commentary track on the latest trilogy for Star Wars, James? Wow, of course.
JD, I need you to understand. Nobody in the Last Jedi matters, but those 3 slave kids.
Yeah.
That's what he was gonna have a trilogy. He was gonna have a trilogy of Star Wars movies, and it was gonna be based on those 3 kids. And it's like, why?
Yes.
Who the fuck are these losers?
Nobody cares.
Genuinely nobody wanted it but him.
Okay, well, back on track. Yeah, Shang-Chi humor, pretty good. I really liked Trevor. It's almost like a more of a serious movie than other Marvel movies because of the themes in it are pretty serious. But somehow it still manages to be lighthearted and just serious enough. Trevor fits in great. I love Trevor's humor. He has like that awkward guy humor. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting interrupted. Hold on.
Time to end it.
Let me just make one last comment. But yeah, Trevor humor is pretty good. What's your final rating on the movie?
8 out of 10. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. It's very visually beautiful, and it's like it's what gives me the hope among other movies to be like, maybe we can get anime live action movies.
You can do this. It really does feel like an anime movie, dude. Holy crap.
Proves that Dragon Ball can be a good movie, and Evolutions is a fluke because it was not a Dragon Ball movie to begin with.
Dude, it's so much like an anime movie now to say it, but I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I very much enjoy it. Very good. Very good. I love riding dragons.
My brother turned to me while we were watching the movie. He's like, "Hey Jim, just imagine if they had Imagine Dragons playing right now." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, when he falls into the river."
This is my calm. Wake it to myself.
No, it's the Believer song, like all muffled and like quiet while he's in the water, and then it's when the dragon appears. It's like it's riding out of the dragon.
I like how Discord cut you off for that entire time you were singing that. Oh man, yeah, that underwater scene actually. Have you ever seen like a bad Chinese drama? They always have these underwater scenes, where like the characters like floating,
Gemini
underwater.
Man.
Yeah, kind of like that. I think it was a callback to one of those Chinese dramas, but it was pretty well done. Well done. I liked it. Yeah, that's it then. If you enjoyed, we do this every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
You good? Anyway, we do these every Sunday. If you want to keep up with them, subscribe and like. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.